Hello, St. Peters. I thought I'd build on what we were doing last week using Gmail. I'm going to show you a bit of Google Drive and how it works. I built this fancy blue and white presentation here to just introduce you to some of the concepts of Google Drive. I'm going to click on Present so I can present my slideshow to you. All right, first of all, there are just some key concepts we need to understand. What is Google Drive and how does it work? Google Drive is actually an online document creator. Your documents are created online at the Google servers. They're hosted online. There's one copy. It means programs like Microsoft Word that are working on your hard drive are going to become a bit redundant. If the software is already online, it's already free, there's no reason really for us to start using all this software that's hosted locally. It's easier for us just to head to one central location, create our document there, the document's saved in one central location, and we can make changes from multiple devices. Multiple people can work on one document at a time. If it's stored in the cloud, it also means it's safer. It means that our documents, if our computer goes down, our hard drive disappears, our computer's stolen, it doesn't really matter because everything's saved at Google. It's all in one central place. We can also get access to this document from anywhere in the world. We can make changes and add to it. However, it makes us look at a new type of workflow. Google would prefer you to move away from an old workflow, a workflow that looks something like this. In the old workflow, you create one central document. We've got one document over here. This document that was then mailed to 4 separate parties. They'd make all their relevant changes and generate another document. Then that document would be emailed back to one person. They'd collate it into one central document, and then it would probably be emailed again to the relevant parties that were going to receive that document. Having looked at this old workflow, you can see that just from that one document, there are about 9 different copies that were generated. Problems arise when we get this one guy at the end here, Mr. Late guy, who submits his changes late, and then the document gets saved over the other document, and from time to time we can have errors in terms of editing. Google wants you to move to a new type of workflow. Have a look at the workflow here. One central document is created at the Google servers. That one central document is then shared with collaborators. Collaborators can come and edit that document, make their changes. If they make any mistakes, we can always track the document back and undo their changes. We can also add other collaborators that perhaps are just viewing or commenting on the document. Once the document has been solidified and we're happy with all the changes the collaborators made, we've perhaps worked on the same document. There could be up to 30 people working on one document at one time. It means the documents are generated quicker, and the more parties involved means there's less errors in the long run. Once you've finalized your final document, notice that it's one document, there's not 9 different versions, just one document hosted in the cloud. You can then end the editing rights, and the final document can be released to relevant parties such as parents or students, and they can have a look from there. You can also save it as a PDF, print it from there, but notice the one time that there's only one document. Once the document's been generated, you can use it again next year as well. You can build on it, invite new collaborators, take off old collaborators, and instead of composing, emailing, sending, collating, there's one document, it's shared. Instead of emailing it, people edit, and there's a finalized document. So how do we create a document in our drive and actually physically do this? So I'm just going to get rid of my slideshow here so that I can show you how we start from the beginning. I'm going to open a new window, www.google.co.za, right? I'm logged in over here. I'm going to click on my drive. My drive shows me all the documents, my files and my folders that are all shared at Google. Now these files and folders are folders that I've created within my drive. It's like having my hard drive at Google. Everything's backed up there. If my computer falls apart, it's no problem. It's all backed up on the Google Drive servers. It's all in one central location. I can edit from one central location. I can share files with people from one central location, and they can edit those files. So my drive of all these files and folders that you see down here, I've created new folders by adding the plus button to create those folders, so that I can move stuff and organize it. There are a couple of files that I haven't really put in the relevant folders yet, still organizing those. Various other things, I can see all the documents that people have shared with me. A couple grade 8s and some of the grade 10s have shared various documents with me. They're all shared with me. Now those people, Siobhan, Emma, these are the owners of that document. I'm just able to see this document, comment on it, or perhaps make changes if they've given me those rights. Recent over here is all the recent documents I've been working on so that I can find stuff that I've just worked on the other day if I wanted to come back to it. Right, so my drive, where all my folders are saved. In my drive, I'm going to create a new document. I'm going to click create over here. Probably won't have these other buttons. Those are other things I've installed. But I just want to create a blank document. So I click on document. It's going to open a new document for me. It's always best to give it a name. I'll call it staff test 3. Right. I'm going to edit some text. Notice how you're saying, notice at the top here it says all changes are saved in your drive. Every time you make a change, it's automatically saved. There's no saving, control-S-ing, file saving, none of that. Every time you change a document, it saves automatically. If the power cuts, changes are automatically saved. You always get the most recent version of your document. Right, this is the first document of its kind. Okay, great. Put in a couple of text. You can make it bold, italic. Let's maybe throw in an image as well. It's easier to link to an image rather than uploading an image. It just takes less space. If I were to look in my Google image search, I've just searched puppies. I'm going to take the URL, the place where this document is located, and I'm going to insert it here, insert image. Instead of uploading from my computer, I'm going to use a URL and link to it. Okay, it's going to try and find that image out on the web. Alright, there we go. Select. It's now going to add that image to my document. I might like to resize that image. Okay, it's not really letting me resize. Let's see. Okay. Alright, so there we go. Finally. Okay, so it's resized. I decided I want to put left orientation. Alright, so happy with my document, sorted so far. I'd like now to go ahead and share it with someone so that they can make changes on it and they can add some stuff to it. I'm going to click on the blue button over here, share. Right. You can see that I'm the owner. Nobody apart from me is listed as being able to edit the document. Let's say that I'd like Ian to be able to come and have a look. Okay, I'd like Ian to be able to edit. Definitely. I'm not going to notify him by email. He's just going to look in his shared with me file and you'll see it there. So let's invite Ian. Skip invitations. Great. Ian's now able to come and have a look at this file, edit it if he likes, add in changes. There might be somebody else I'd like to. Let's get Siobhan. Siobhan, I want to bring her in, but I'm just going to say she can just view. Okay, Ian and myself are working on this document. She's just going to have a look at it building. I'm not going to notify via email. Share and save. Great, done. Okay, so Siobhan's viewing, Ian's editing. Perhaps I'd like the grade 9s to have a look at this, the whole grade 9 group. Let's go grade 9. Right. Grade 9s at St. Peter's College. Everyone in the grade 9s is going to get a notification showing I've shared this document with you. I'm not going to allow them to edit. I don't want to make changes to them. I just want them to be able to comment on the changes that are being made. I'm not going to notify them via email, though I could notify them via email and add a little message. High grade 9s. But I don't actually think I'm going to see them in email. I'm just going to leave that off for the moment. Share and save. In their drive, they'll get a little file they'll be able to see. So we can share it with the groups, we can share it with individuals. Now that I've done, click on there, my document is now fully shared with all those relevant parties. Some of them can come and make changes. Some of them can only select different words and perhaps go insert comment. Right, test 1. Okay. They can add that comment and I'll be notified that they made that little comment. It'll show me the particular part that they've commented about. Right. Now the good thing about this is if you wanted to remain an owner, perhaps you'd like to create 10 separate documents for a group work that you're working on and allow those 10 people to edit it. It means that 10 people in your class can submit work to them using their Google Drive. There's no flash drives involved, there's no printing. You share the document as it. You are the owner. You may make changes and edit, and when you're ready to come back and mark it, you can. Great. I hope that gives you a good understanding of how Google Drive is going to help us. Great. Cheers.